Hello, Evan. My name is Jeff, and I'm a co-founder of Lobo Leads. And I believe my wife Megan spoke with Sydney recently about a quick website audit to show you where you're currently ranking and how Genesis Electric LLC stands up to its competition. So in this video, I'll go over a few specifics on search engine optimization and how I'll show you how beating your competitors online can have huge benefits for your business, particularly when it comes to gaining customers. The three things I'm going to go over with you today are content, backlinks, and citations. Now, content is going to be anything on the front page of your site that Google can read, so all the text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered an authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your front page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'll be looking at things like electrician Norman, Oklahoma, generators Tulsa, Oklahoma, and other keyword phrases along those lines. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google, your website will be the one that pops up. Now, taking a quick look at your website, I really like how clean and professional it is, and it is extremely easy to navigate. You have a very clear menu navigation bar up here. You have this rotating carousel of different pictures that feature your different services and your specialization in the Generac backup generators. I love how you have the calls to action and the clickable number here, because a lot of people are doing these kinds of searches online, on their mobile devices. So making it easier for them to get in touch with you is incredibly important. And again, I do love how you put your Reader's Choice Awards and certifications down here. So overall, it's a great website. One thing that I did really want to bring to your attention is whenever this not secure comes up here, it means that your SSL or security socket link is not set up properly to integrate with your website. And essentially what that means is that your website is not viewed as secure or over a secure connection, and Google actually penalizes websites heavily for not being secure. It's one of the top things that they're really trying to push for different providers. So the SSL is provided by your domain host. So that's going to be your GoDaddy or Google Domains, or there's hundreds of them out there, but whoever you purchased a domain through, and then you want to make sure that that is linked properly with whoever built your website. So again, that's Wix, WordPress, tons of them out there. So you just want to make sure that those are linked correctly. That way you're not getting penalized for having an unsecure website. Another thing that I would do is I would definitely shoot to try and include some testimonials and reviews from either Facebook or Google or Yelp or all of them, ones that you've received. You want to be sure to include those on your homepage, because this is the front door to your website, and it's one of the first things that people see about you. And if they see other people talking very highly of you, then you're going to get much more positive reaction out of their visits to your site. Last thing is you definitely want to shoot for that 1,500 to 2,000 words of high quality content on the homepage. And what that does is it allows you to inject those keywords like electrician Norman, Oklahoma throughout the page without it looking, lack of a better way of saying it, spammy, meaning you're not just throwing all your keywords into a paragraph and hoping that Google picks it up, because it is smarter than that. They realize that that's what you're doing, and they'll actually penalize you for it. So the 1,500 to 2,000 words allows you to organically place those keywords throughout the various text and images and so on and so forth, and allows your site to be viewed as credible, trustworthy, and basically you know what you're talking about. The same thing, you want to do the same thing for your services and the different generators that you provide. And you want to base that on the volume that people are searching for in those particular services. It may be worth creating a separate singular page for a particular service if there's a lot of volume for it. That allows it to potentially rank on its own as opposed to your homepage. So just a few tidbits there as to how you can make your website a little more functional and well received by Google, lack of a better way of saying it. Next thing I want to go over is something called backlinks. The thing with Google is it can be like a popularity contest because they judge you based on how many websites are pointing back at you. But it's very important to remember not all backlinks are created equal, so you get a lot more power and influence from a backlink that is related to your industry, such as an electrician blog that mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services. You're going to get a lot more power and influence from a web backlink like that versus a backlink from, say, your local Domino's Pizza. A tool that we use to measure backlinks and overall traffic to your website is called Ahrefs. And as you can see, I plugged in your homepage here. You have 33 backlinks from 19 domains. That means you have 19 websites pointing back to your website 33 times. You're targeting 9 keywords. Most of those are centered around your name. There are a few that are like Electrician Oklahoma, but you're not ranking very well for those. And essentially what's happening is that's driving zero organic traffic to your website, meaning you're getting little to no traffic or users visiting your website on a monthly basis. This is over the last month. I did want to show you what one of your top competitors in the Norman area is doing. That's Waters Electric. They have 276 backlinks from 22 referring domains for targeting 49 high buyer intent keywords, and their organic traffic is 142. So as you can imagine, if you're even able to capture a handful of that 142, and turn them into paying customers, you're going to see some immediate returns on increased revenue from those additional jobs that you'll be getting. The last thing I want to talk to you about is something called citations. Now, citations are very important because when someone goes to Google to search a particular service, for example, electrician, Norman, Oklahoma, first thing that pops up is going to be your paid Google ads. Next is going to be your Google Map Pack. This is that section right here. It's important because it takes up a lot of space on the front page. A lot of traffic ends up clicking into this because it forces them to, people don't want to scroll past it. The way that you get into this Map Pack is not by being the most reviewed or the highest reviewed or being the biggest business. It's simply the fact that you have the most citations. And citations are just your name, address, and phone number of the business listed across the various directories across the web, Angie, Home Advisor, Porch, House. There's hundreds of them out there. Typical strategy we employ is just taking a look at the backlinks and citations of your top competitors, duplicating them for you, and then adding in a 20 to 30% buffer. That way you make sure that you're on top, and as long as you keep on adding backlinks and citations over time, you're going to obtain and retain that top spot. So there's a lot of information to go over in a little amount of time. If you have any questions or if you'd like to discuss it further, please do give Megan a call. Her number is 210-865-0718. Thank you so much for watching.